Hey everyone, today I'm going to do the first energy drink review for my channel, Court Culture. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'm going to be posting a lot more video content on the way here. For the first video, I wanted to talk about what's a go-to energy drink for a lot of people in the gaming community. It's kind of the first one you're going to come across, and that's G Fuel. G Fuel was probably the first one to actually get into the gaming scene with their energy powders. It actually probably is the first one. They've been around, I think, since 2012. Formula, I don't think has changed too much, which is one thing that I would say you can tell when you compare them to some of the other newer brands that have a little bit of a different taste and feel to them. With G Fuel, you're gonna have a lot of different choices. They do have a lot of marketing. You know, it is a good product. Some of the best flavors that I've had of theirs are, you know, top tier of any energy drinks, really, in my opinion. The one I'm going to talk about today is actually one of my favorites. It's Battle Juice. So if you can see on there, it does kind of look like a bunch of pineapple, and that's pretty much what it is. With Battle Juice, you have a very consistent, just simple flavor. I already pre-mixed it. In another video, I'll probably talk about suggestions for mixing and how to get the best mix. With G Fuel, that can be a little more important than some of the others where, well, I'll just address it right now. There tends to be a little bit of a chalky element to G Fuel at times, whereas a lot of the other products you find that's not quite the case. But anyway, like I said, I mixed this up. You can see it's got some nice color to it. You know, it pretty much looks like pineapple juice, right? That you'd have at, like, I don't know, a fruit bar at a resort or something like that, I guess. It does have a nice smell to it as well. It smells like pineapple. You know, it's overall in that sense, like it's pleasing. I'm gonna take a sip from here too. Yeah, and so it's nice and it's nice and sweet, a hint of tartness. It tastes like pineapple, right? It maybe pineapple cocktail where it's, you know, you could tell that a lot of the store-bought kind of fruit juices where it's like, well, it says it's mango juice, but it's got something else in it, right? Or well, mango, I guess a lot of the time it's just mango, but some of the fruit juices you get a lot of the time they're mixed with other fruits, right? As far as G Fuel goes, though, a lot of the time you're gonna find like a mixed flavor, like different berries mixed together, like a sour element. I would say that the best G Fuel flavors, at least my opinion, would be their candy flavors, their sour flavors, and then you get the odd one like this where it's like a really solid fruit flavor. And then something else that I'd say that they do really well is the milk mix kind of flavor. So instead, like this one I mix with water, those ones, if you mix it with milk, you're gonna get the best flavor profile. I'll talk about one of those in a later review, one of my favorites of theirs for the milk mix. Sometimes it's hard to get a hold of those. Another thing about G Fuel I would say is that the best value you're gonna find is that they're kind of infamous, or famous for them, whichever way you want to say it. But they're BOGO. They tend to have them every somewhat major holiday, especially American holidays. So it's not too hard to get to find yourself in and around a BOGO sale. And in that case, if you wanted to wait, usually you're not waiting that long, but it works how it sounds. You buy 2 tubs for the price of one. If you're up in Canada like I am, that can make a big difference. Obviously makes a big difference everywhere, but it really helps to offset the shipping and duty fee type costs. The way they do it though, they try to avoid that you're going to get duties later, and they've been really good about that. I've been ordering from them since last year, and not many issues in that sense, compared to some of the other brands where shipping can be sometimes challenging. We'll say about any of the BOGOs, you're going to want to make sure that you get on top of it right away. If it's a popular flavor, something like this, for example, it tends to go pretty quickly. I think they're most, well-regarded flavors tend to go really quick. I think it's hype sauce is one of them that tends to go really fast. There is a bit of a thing too where they've kind of parted ways with FaZe Clan, which they're partners with for I think a very long time. So we might be seeing some of these coming out rebranded. Another thing too, I mean, I've got you would have noticed pretty quickly, this is a Tetris shaker. I picked it up with actually my first order on my own with G Fuel, where I got this and their the G Fuel Tetris Blast. Yeah, that's the name of it. Very good. It's one of my favorites as well. I in some ways like it even a little better than the Battle Juice here. That pretty much tastes like rainbow candy. It might not be a while till I do another video. It seems like they've either got it heavily on back order or they might be discontinuing it. I'm not sure. I do see that they have the cans, which you can't get up here, and they do have the single packs, which are a slightly different flavor as well. But I don't see the tub on their app or website at this time, so it might be sold out. But yeah, this was also my first gaming energy drink branded shaker. And so on this side you've got the Tetris, it's a cool kind of picture here. You can see the classic, you're going to put the one line down there and clear a bunch. And then on the other side, more G Fuel branded, but also with some Tetris stuff there. It's a pretty cool shaker. Works pretty well. I would say with any of these shorter ones here, I do prefer the taller ones. With the shorter ones, I would go ahead and be careful with how you fill them. So pretty much like G Fuel and most of the other ones, even though G Fuel doesn't, I think, officially say how much water ratio to scoop, usually you're going to go with either 16 ounces, or if you measure with metric, it's going to be 500 mil around. They're pretty close to the same. And then what you're going to want to do is probably put one ice cube. I would suggest you can add more, and then make sure when you scoop in the powder, you've got that lid really tight, and then shake it, because I find with the shorter ones, they can leak a little easier just because of all the liquid in there. There's less room for it to go, right? So yeah, but this is definitely a highly recommended flavor. I would have this one probably up in a tier list, which I have and will share at some point. It's continuously being updated. I would put this as an A tier. I've had it for a while now, and I've had quite a few servings of it, so it's kind of gotten past that point where it's like, well, is it just the initial novelty of it, or is it actually really good? This one stands the test of time. I'm hoping that with that parting ways with FaZe, you can still get it. If not, I'm sure they'll bring it back at some point if it does get discontinued. Well, anyway, thanks for watching my first video. I appreciate it, and if you like this content, expect more of it. You can like and subscribe, and I'm looking forward to putting out some more video content for you to see very soon. Thank you.